bones say? As archaeologists, it is our job to uncover the truth about the past by examining what was left behind. Now, to the average person, bones merely say, something was here. But my research goes a little deeper, as I try to uncover what was happening at the time of the event. I try to paint a picture of the past. Let's begin. Now, these remains are what are commonly known as the lovers, a man and a woman in an embrace, dying, perhaps of disease or cold. This is what it could have looked like. Pretty simple, right? But some remains require more research, and in some cases, assumptions as to what happened at the time of death. Now, to the average person, these mean nothing. The average person would merely walk past them on the street and say, oh, hey, look, those are just some bones. But if you look at the posture and the proximity of the faces to one another, you can see that these two are clearly sharing a secret. Perhaps one is telling the other about how an annoying guest was unintentionally invited to a party. Now some of you are saying, doctor, you're guessing positions of body. And to that I would say 95% of all archaeology is based on data inferred by circumstances. All right? So don't question me. Let's move on. Now, the average person would take a look at these and see just a shapeless mass. But if you take a look closely, you can see here that the person on the right is being lifted up by the rest. There's a tight formation, yet there's space in between. Consider that these remains were discovered in Germany, and it is obviously the U.S. women's soccer team celebrating a goal in the 2011 World Cup. Now some of you are asking, Doctor, aren't all of those people still alive? And to that I would say, I'm an archaeologist. You're all just average people here, all right? So put down your hoagies and your milkshakes and pay attention to the smart man talking right here in front of you, okay? All right, okay. Now the next one here is so clear that even an average person can see that this skeleton lying face down was, there you go, a man participating in the Winter Olympic event, the skeleton. Skeleton, the skeleton. You see how I got there, don't you folks? Bet you feel pretty stupid right about now. You stupid audience. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up here. Right here we have 4 skeletons. Skeletons are made of bones, so clearly this is Bone Thugs and Harmony. Now our next one here is just a big bunch of bones, so clearly this is the cast of the hit show Bones. Look at them all smug with their SAG insurance and whatnot. Great, all right. Next up we have got a T-Rex skeleton, which is clearly the remains of the T-Rex skeleton from Night at the Museum starring a young Ben Stiller. Well folks, that just about wraps it up. So if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to go ahead and enjoy my lunch right now, if you don't mind. Ah, look at this. A tasty treat. These are bones. Looks like another mystery to be solved.